Hello, everybody, and welcome to another community fortress. This one was sent in on the Discord by Marco, and it is called Strappedcrypt. If you would like to send in a fortress for me to have a look at on this show, you can do that via my Discord. Just simply go to the DF Save sharing room and have a peek at what other people are doing, and just simply emulate that. Although it might take me 2 months, because I'm quite behind, although I think it's time for me to start catching up. But now we're going to dive into the fort. So this is the Sunny Tides of the Sword of Hoping, which is a really good name. And you can see this little space that they've kind of carved out for themselves here in this kind of place called the Blockaded Steppe of the Continent of Melting. And this is a very kind of spooky area, so it's pretty haunted. When we actually dive down into the fortress itself, you can see lots of examples of dwarves walking around the place. And they do mention one thing. They talk about they've been having trouble dealing with clothing rotting from dwarves, so maybe we'll see if we can talk a little bit about that. There's this lovely water wheel set up over here in the corner that is powering down here. Now, things could, like, climb down this, so this isn't exactly what I would describe as secure. I personally would be building a big old wall around this, maybe even a box around it, digging down into the water here, putting in fortifications, and making sure that nothing was going to climb into this. But, you know, sometimes you want to live your life dangerously, you know what I'm saying? Right up here on the surface, we see a zombie right off the bat, so I'm curious about how much of this fort is living and how much of it is not. We do have a mayor. This is as high as we go rankings-wise, but if we look at the playthrough, anything that's got these kind of turquoise names is undead. So just scrolling down, okay, there's not that many undeads, just a few zombies. But looking at the whole map, there's plenty of signs of dwarven activity because, as you can see, all of this grass is like run down, as well as signs of ketchup spills from the last hot dog cart. But anyway, we are going to scroll down into the fort a little bit itself. Everything is very well guarded with these blocks. This right here is kind of an interesting thing because there's like these copper bars that are like maybe skylights even that are shining all the way down. There's cave fishmen behind this wall, and a lot of cave fishmen right there. So are they using cave fishmen as defense? Kind of looks that way. I mean, these are all connected to a lever, so someone's pulling this lever and releasing cave fishmen at enemies. And then as we move down, it continues to do that. So I do like the weaponized cave fishmen. That's a good thing. But we also have this kind of central staircase here, which we're going to take down as well. Central staircase leads over here to this beautiful little guild hall right here. This beautiful little farmer guild hall, complete with beds. As I like it when the guild halls are close to everything else. We have this little minecart rail. I'm not entirely sure what it's loading, but it seems to be filled with barrels of milk and apparently honeybee venom. So you know, it's filled with foodstuffs of sort. And then you can kind of see it goes over to this side. So I'm wondering if this is being used to dispose of trash. Nope, it is definitely. So the way this works, this is a little dangerous, but sometimes you got to transport food dangerously, is they fill up all of these food spaces here from these kitchens, I'm assuming, or no, that's a butcher shop, not a kitchen. Okay, well, I guess they're filling this up with like milk and stuff from the butcher shop in the kitchen, and then it comes around here, and then it drops all the way down into the kitchen. So just make sure nobody's standing there when it falls, otherwise you might get hit in the head with a stake and turned into a fine mist yourself. I love the little lava here around the edge. I guess like this would just kind of startle them off. And then we can move down. We get to this beginning of the cavern layer fort. So there is like quantum stockpiling here everywhere. So wherever you see like, you know, a little minecart with a track and then just like, there's probably just like an infinite stack of stuff next to it. So we do have lava forges right up here, probably filled with buckets or something else. And you know, more workshops and all your general kind of needs there. It kind of feels like the lava was pumped from somewhere, or alternatively dumped from up above. Actually, they probably dumped it from up here. They probably filled minecarts with lava somewhere else and then dumped them in right there, if I were to guess. And then there is ways to drain this in case it becomes a problem. Then there's a big old stockpiles here, and we can move down a little bit. You can zoom out ever so slightly. I really like these bedrooms just kind of tucked away into the spires of the cavern there. I also should note that this is a much smaller map than we normally see on here. I think it's like a 2x2. I could be wrong. It feels like a 2x2, and it runs really well considering 140 dwarves. So, and all of the lava that's everywhere that you're about to see, the place for the dwarves that don't wake up. More lava transportation. Really cool multi-layer room we're going to need to look at in a second. And then this really cool multi-layer room, which has, you know, like a gold chest in it, as well as green glass floors, and dwarves doing dwarfy things and more bedrooms. Over here we have a library as well as a barracks, and more bedrooms connected to many with, or rather, no, these aren't bedrooms. This is a hospital. It's a hospital with isolation chambers built in. I understand. So if somebody gets infected with a werevirus, you can make sure they don't leave that particular room. And then down here is this gorgeous artifact hall. It is only 1 layer high, so if somebody is really dedicated, they could climb that, but unlikely, I would say. It's just some stinky cheese over there. Don't mind that. I'm sure it's fine. Over here we have a little pump stack we can see, and we got space to get out into the caverns, which is probably where those cave fish people were coming from. And then just like look at this flooded cavern. Like, this is really cool. It's full of lava. I mean, every now and again I'll joke, I'll be like, man, I should just fill this cavern up with lava, but some mad lad actually did it, which is just cool to see. We're gonna keep moving down though. In the center here is just a general meeting area. We have all these cool little obsidian highways with tower cap walls, and they're all warm. This whole place has central heating. There's a forgotten beast here who's very much remembered. He lives by the doors, I'm sure. Yeah, underneath. Okay, huh. What a space. There's a tiny little dining room right here dedicated to the captain of the guard, right? And then beneath it is, you know, just some skeletons, and then a forgotten beast in there. There's a story here. Somehow this guy got in here and got locked behind doors. Anyway, we're gonna just move down a little bit more and see what else we can find in here. These stairs just kind of keep moving and 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 keep moving. And then eventually we seem to work our way down into this lower cavern layer. Wow, that's a deep one. I really, really like big cavern layers. Like, look at how tall this is. That is cool. Lots of mud on the ground too. That is a cool looking cavern layer. And then right now there's a little gem spire. And this is where they are acquiring lava from, I would assume. Or at least a good portion of it. Maybe not all of it, but definitely a good portion of the lava they are acquiring from that partially formed volcano there. And I think that's the bottom. Yep, that seems to be it. What a cool little fort. It's got a lot going on in here. This is a very complex layout. Like, just at a glance, like, it's really hard to kind of discern what's where and what goes where and what belongs to where, just because of, you know, this is, it's a pretty chaotic layout, and I really like that. I really like organic layouts, and I really like cavern forts, and this is a unique one just because of the fact that it's full of lava. I mean, there's got to be some crazy temperature calculations going on in this fort at all times, because, like, just look at this thing. This is awesome. I really like the way this fort looks. Man, I want to build another cavern fort now. I just finished building a cavern fort. Maybe I need to build another one. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you want to see more videos like it, check out this YouTube channel. There's a whole ton of these. And if you would like to support me and the work that I do directly, you can do that via my Patreon, or by leaving a super thanks down in the comments section, or by checking out my streams at twitch.tv/BLINDIRL. And if you would like to send in a fort for me to have a look at on the show, you can do that via my Discord. Link is also in the description, but it might take me a little while to get caught up. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.